So you have a paper cartridge that's pre-wrapped, and it's got, I want to say 60 grains of black powder, if I remember. It's got a black powder charge, and it's got a mini ball or a round ball, which is a lead ball. Mm-hmm. Okay, you take your paper cartridge out of your cartridge box, and tear off the end, you pour the powder in, you squeeze the ball out, and then you stuff the paper in.
You stuff the paper in. What does that do?
That's wadding.
Okay.
So that's going to hold everything in there.
Got it.
You take your ramrod, and you shove all that stuff down in there. You take the ramrod out.
Taking the ramrod out is a very important step.
Yes.
Oh, what happens if not?
At reenactments, most reenactments do not allow people to have ramrods on the field because there have been too many cases where you're firing a powder charge, but if you use that ramrod and you leave it in, then what you have now is a 3-foot-long bullet. People have died. Actually, there was a college, I want to say it was one of the Texas A&M games, where they left the ramrod in the cannon, and some students died.
Some shit to YouTube, kids.
All right.
Say shit.
You just did it twice.
All right. So this has two positions. You have half cock and full cock.
And the difference?
Okay, so half cock is where you leave this when you don't want this to fire. So I can pull this trigger all day, and that's not going to do anything.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got my load in there. I take a metal cap, which has a very small powder charge, and I put that metal cap on there, and it'll fit tightly on there. It won't fall off. And so
you
then
have to keep track of that during the whole battle.
Right.
Oh.
So you have your cartridge box, and then you have a separate little pouch that has all your metal caps on there.
They're not reusable. You get
No.
a new one each time. Okay.
A new one each time. So you put that metal cap. It's got a very small powder charge, and the way it works is when you bring this back to full cock, and then you pull the trigger, strikes that metal cap.
Mm-hmm, it sparks.
That charge explodes. It sparks, which ignites the powder in here, which shoots the ball. It's a rifle barrel, so that lead ball expands and fills that and gets into the grooves of the barrel and therefore spins. And like spinning a football, that makes it accurate. So this sight, there's a slider that's broken on here. But if you can see the numbers on there, you can kind of see them. Where it says 5, 6, 7, that's hundreds of yards. So if you have a little slider here, you slide the slider to there. If you're sighting a target at 500 yards, 600 yards, 700 yards, it's sighted to 1,000 yards.
That's very accurate.
So I've shot Sprite bottles at 200 or 300 yards, with a broken sight before. I've never shot anything farther away than that with this. So you load your powder, load your ball, half cock, put your cap on, bring it up, full cock, sight, shoot. And they say that someone who was competent and proficient with this could do 4 shots a minute.
That was my next question, is if it takes as long to load and shoot this rifle as a Revolutionary War musket.
I don't know how fast Revolutionary War muskets were.
About 4 a minute.
Yeah,
if you were
I think
good
this was
at
a little.
it.
I think this was a little faster than those
Okay.
because you're not dealing with loose powder.
That's true.
From a
Because
powder
you have the
horn.
paper cartridges.
Right, you've got the paper cartridges
Okay.
and the caps. So yeah, that's how that works.
Cool. Thanks for the tutorial.
You're welcome.
And cut.